You know, I work for Home Depot, so, and a lot of my coworkers know I grow a lot of peppers. It's my hobby, but I'm just a delivery guy at Home Depot. I don't work in the garden department, but I have a lot of customers that go through there and keep asking why the people aren't able to locally have success growing reapers and ghost peppers and other ones where they're just dropping their flowers and everything else. I keep getting that question from my coworkers so they can pass it on to other customers, and so I'm getting kind of tired of just answering a million times. So I'm kind of making a little video and having it as an informational that uh, my coworkers can just put a link to let people see what I use locally. It is a fresh bed I'm working on, so I haven't covered up the soil with any top mulch yet. So you can kind of see that this the bulk mixture that I get, it's called Lane's Best, Nature's Best Planting Soil from Lane Forest Products locally. Uh, it has a blend of plant material, cow and chicken manure compost, fish compost, aged bark fines, loam, sand, forest wood, biochar. They got fish bone meal, limestone for pH control, dried poultry manure, alfalfa meal, feather meal, and kelp meal, and leonardite, all mixed in with this stuff. So they got a lot of good nutrition, a lot of good sand for draining, and then our sand locally, the river sand, has a lot of good volcanic material in it. Since we got the Cascades, which are volcanic range, so all the sand created from them has all kinds of great volcanic material, and then all the different types of manure and the fish compost and all that, also great for peppers. And the last thing is the sand also helps to keep them from getting root rot. You don't want your peppers to get root rot. As far as fertilizers, this is what I use. When I first put the plants in the ground, I'll use this BioLive starter and transplant mix by Down to Earth. The regular fertilizer I put in with my beds and around the plants to keep them to keep the fertilizer going. This is Biofish 772, also by Down to Earth. I also supplement a little bit of fish bone meal around the base and when transplanting as well. Every week they get a little extra liquid fertilizer, and I use a little glove of fish fertilizer and a little glove of CalMag. I do have Miracle Grow. I try to avoid using it, but Miracle Grow is actually pretty good when you get pests go and damage a plant and the plant is under extreme stress and trying to recover. Miracle Grow is actually good as a medicine type stuff, but it's nothing that I go to on a regular basis. It's only to help a struggling plant. And in case you want to know what makes this good for struggling plants, it's that last number. The higher that last number, the more it helps your plants to recover from stress. As you can see, a little bit in the fish fertilizer, a little bit in the starter mix, a little bit in the Biofish, none in the bone meal nor in the CalMag, but all those together are nothing of the number that is in the Miracle Grow. So that's why the Miracle Grow is kind of a last resort medicine for sick plants only. I also get people that tell me to grow them single in a big pot with lots of dirt, and they will do much better than ones that are grouped together too close. But it works. As you can see, mine's not only flowering, it's actually getting ready to produce. But as you can see, my plants that I grow much closer together, they actually shade the dirt around here locally, helps to keep the moisture, and that moisture helps them survive the heat stress, and they tend to do a lot better, a lot more successful this way. And I usually end up with higher yields than the single plants, which I know goes against what most people say, but here where I grow locally, this just works. Yeah, I get told all the time online and everywhere about that single pot versus all my stuff in a close raised garden. My results are my results here. I test it every year. I do it with different soils, different techniques. The ones that grow closer together produce more here locally. I've seen guys that have proved otherwise where they live. So yeah, that's good advice for where they live. Here, where I live, this works. Don't know why, it just does. But as far as the whole schedule and how I do things, I will water them daily. And if it's above 85 degrees, I'll water them twice daily. That when I've got enough sand in there so that it drains and doesn't cause root rot. So they tend to do all right with with watering them more. I just put a lot of fertilizer in there. So when people say that they compete for water and nutrients, they get plenty of water. I put in plenty of nutrients. They can grow close together, shade the soil, conserve the water, and they stress a lot less, and I end up with healthier plants. Here in Eugene, Springfield area is where I'm at, out in East Springfield. That just works for me here. Everybody else's results somewhere else, you're gonna grow different. But this is just advice for the customers that come into Home Depot where I work. I work doing deliveries out of the Green Acre store. Oh yeah, and don't tell them that I told you all this stuff, because Home Depot only carries this and this in stock. Everything else I showed you comes from other places, but Home Depot does have some alternatives, as in non-fish bone meal and other things you can still find in the gardening department.